Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where we are, being Romans, building roads. I wish we were building aqueducts, but that's not a thing that's happening. But we can build additional roads, and so we shall. Do we have aqueducts, in Rome yet? Hang on. Rome is over here. Aqueducts? I don't see any aqueducts. Well, now I'm sad. These guys will be arriving on 25 August of 561. That's almost a year. Yikes. So yeah, our attrition is a slight problem right now. But that's okay. We'll be hitting a point of equilibrium eventually. In fact, we might already be there. We've been kind of at this similar sort of point for a while in terms of troop counts. Once we finish building up these roads, we'll be able to bank up a little bit of manpower and maybe go to war against Carthage. I've been eyeing that for a while now, and they're only at 58 cohorts currently. Their manpower is up there. We can't fight them for 4 more years. Unless we want to dump a bunch of religious power, which might be an option. I don't know if there's a cap to it. If there is, we haven't hit it yet. It doesn't say in the tooltip. Hello, you can go ahead and build a military road down this way. Hey, we can call down an omen though. And so we shall. National population growth plus 0.21%. Now it may not sound like much, but over every city in the entire nation, that's actually quite a bit. We're gaining about 1,500 manpower a month right now, but we're also losing about 2,300. So that's exciting. Oh, did you finish up? No, you didn't. Oh, we're just not taking attrition over here. Right, because we only have 15,000 men. That makes sense. Oratory advances. Excellent. Always good. Okay, you'll be arriving on 24 April. That'll be pretty soon. You'll be arriving on 25 August still. It's really long. And you'll be arriving on 29 July. Okay, so you're the next one. And it'll be in just a couple of days. Sure, I'll make that trade deal. I just don't ever turn down trade deals. Most of the time, I don't find a reason to. There's a couple of things where I'm just like, ooh, I kind of want to keep that bonus. But most things I'm just like, yeah, I'll take money. Money is good. Especially when you're looking at running a giant military. 160k troops right now is our current cap, which is kind of a lot, realistically. For this time period, definitely a lot. A free granary. We'll go for that. I don't hate that. Population growth is very nice. So these guys will be arriving in August. Oh, look. The Caturgian Civil War ended again. It just ended last episode. But this is our last military road that we're going to be building over here, 15 August. Takes so long to walk from here to here. That is insane. But with a road, it should be much, much faster. Now, military roads. So, here's the thing. Military roads, how exactly do they work? Can we see the road in here at all? Because my question is, does the road make it so that there's a set amount of time to go from one province to the other, or does it reduce it by a percentage? I don't actually know. And it doesn't seem to show up in the UI. It's helpful. I mean, yeah, it greatly increases the efficiency. Of course it does, but that doesn't that doesn't really tell me anything. Okay, so realistically, looking at this, we would want to build the fort here, most likely. Oh, these guys finished finally. So we want to come back to Alpinus Inferioris. Well, it's certainly way faster. I mean, they're not building the road, but it took them a year to build that road. These guys are done with their road. Supply limit of 22, so we should probably not leave them there. And then realistically, I feel like once we finish this road here, we'll have this one connect into Clavenna, and then we'll have Clavenna just connect into Curia. Do we want to have this be a triangle formation? I don't know, but our augur just died. So we need to get a Fabii. Oh, that's convenient. Look at that. A Fabius. And he's the best one we've got. That's the way I like to see it. We're also currently waiting for our aggressive expansion to go down a little bit right now. But mostly it's the manpower thing. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and have these guys directly go into Curia. Then these guys can go from Clavenna into Clunia. And then come back and go from Clavenna into Curia. And we'll just do a triangle of roads here. And then these guys can just push straight on down to here. Octodurus. Now we do still have some pretty unloyal provinces that we've conquered up here, which is one of the reasons why I kind of want to leave our north alone for a little bit and maybe turn our attention to the south towards Carthage, specifically Sicily and Sardinia. Those are the places where we specifically need to kick Carthage out. And then we can just allow this up here time to get a little bit more loyal without being, you know, a huge coalition. Because that would be awkward. Okay, so these guys will be arriving when? 12 July. Okay. These guys will be arriving on 18 April, so right now, actually. Okay, go ahead and build to Curia. And that will take until 15 March, almost a full year. Wow. Okay, well, we're going to be pulling this legion out of here pretty quickly, and we maybe should consider moving some of our legions down south, like moving a second legion onto Sardinia, and then marching perhaps 3 legions down to Sicily. So, for example, we would then take these guys over here, take the Genoese legion, and then take the Genoese legion to Sardinia, and then take these 3 down to Sicily, and we'll have like 1 there, assuming that's fine supply-wise, and then like 1 here, and then like 1 down here. And then we'd just be able to invade, boom, 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 and then these 2 just push down the coasts. Grab this really, really quickly, and then push in over here. And then the question is, where would they land? They might try to land here, they might try to land here, they might try to land here, or they might try to land here. And we need to be able to cover all of those to some degree. Now, our Sardinia ones can cover basically all of this. So we'd need somebody around Kose, and I'm thinking this legion would be a good option for that. And then we would need a legion back in Genoa, which would be probably this legion right here, which is currently building a road. but they're going to need to connect up over here. So it's going to be a little bit of time before we're truly ready for this. Yeah, I think that's probably the best rough plan that we've got. And then Sardinia would be responsible to, or not Sardinia, Sicily would be responsible to reacting to this over here. Alternately, we could recruit one more legion. Roman duration. National population growth. We're definitely doing that. So the other option is we could recruit another legion. Now, we would definitely have to wait on that for a little bit. But that might not be a terrible choice. That said, we could just wait for these legions to finish their roads. They're almost done with them. And then we could just shuffle both of these legions. Like this, the first legion could then come down to, say, Velia over here and be responsible for defending this area. And then we could have the fourth legion in Genoa. That would be a possibility. But these guys aren't going to be done until 15 March and 26 July of 563. So any way we slice it, it's going to be at least a year before we're ready to declare war on Carthage. That said, I really feel like the time is nigh to declare war on Carthage. They're back up to 139 cohorts, but they have no manpower. They have 53 ships, so that's something we're going to have to consider. And we need a Pontifex Maximus. So, a Valerius. This guy is not great, but he'll have to do. I mean, it's just sacrifice to the gods cost, so I don't really care too much about that, realistically. And then the real question is, can we respond quickly enough to any potential Carthaginian threat? They have 53 ships, which means they can transport 53 cohorts at a time. Our standard army is 20k. Where are their ships? That's the question. Well, let's bulk up our navy. I don't know how many triremes that is. I'll make it even later when they finish building. That's a lot of triremes, but we're going to need them if we're going to fight Carthage. But it's not going to be for a little bit yet. There's no way around that at this point. We need these legions freed up if we're going to fight Carthage. Carthage is currently considered a what? Major power. So we're on the same rank. Whereas Egypt, oh, the Postumian reforms. We'll deal with that in a moment. Let's look at these guys over here, the final boss, if you will. They are a great power. Okay. So we are a major power. Carthage is a major power. Whoever wins that is going to end up being a great power, probably. However, we've got these Postumian reforms. The plight of the downtrodden has been long debated in regards to the Roman military. Our policy of exclusion outside times of great need has resulted in other nations forging ahead of us in military matters. We've received word that great reforms have taken place in Kirkuane, driven by a bipartisan force of the elite and common folk alike, resulting in sweeping changes to the very nature of the Kirkunian military. Lucius Postumius Magellan, possessed of a keen military mind, I feel like there should be a comma there. I got tripped up by that. I thought this would be proposed, but nope. Possessed of a keen military mind, argues that we might benefit from adopting a similar approach, although the cost of such a matter is worth considering. So, we could get the Marian reforms. Manpower recovery speed plus 20%, loyalty gain chance plus 20%. So this guy would gain loyalty. He's currently maxed. 10 support for religious faction. Aristocratic disarray for 10 years. National unrest +1. National citizen output -25%. But we gain 200 military power too. Can now switch to and from the final law in the military reforms category. I really love that manpower recovery speed. I think we embrace the Marian reforms. So let's go to our laws. We haven't done much with those. So the military laws. Okay, we're on the Marian reforms. Just by default. Excellent. For election reforms, populist faction influence, election term duration reduction, duration increase, populist faction influence. Okay. So we should probably actually look at these laws at some point. However, it is time to put a cut in here, and it's also the final episode of my recording session, so probably not going to happen because I'll probably forget. Anyway, we're going to be going after Carthage eventually. Probably, if not next episode, maybe the episode after. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.